Welcome to VocaBella, English stories for listening and reading. Today's story is The Little Coffee Shop. It is a gentle story about new beginnings, quiet love, and finding happiness again. This story uses simple English. Please relax and enjoy. It was a cold morning. Rain fell gently on the streets. In a small beach town, a little coffee shop opened its door. The shop was called Claire's Cup. Claire, the owner, unlocked the door. She turned on the lights. She smiled, even though her heart was tired. Claire had owned the shop for 2 years. Before that, she was married. Her husband, Tom, left her one spring day. No words. Just a letter. Now, she only trusted 2 things: her coffee machine and the sea outside. That morning, a man came in. He wore a blue scarf. He held a book in his hand. "Good morning," Claire said politely. "Coffee?" "Yes, please." "Black." He sat by the window. He opened his book and read quietly. The rain tapped the glass beside him. Claire watched him. He came back the next day, and the next, always the same: black coffee. Same window seat, same silence. One day, she asked, "What are you reading?" He looked up and smiled. "A story about silence," he said. His name was Ben. He was a writer. He came to the town to rest. He said he liked the quiet. Each day, they spoke a little more: books, rain, music, coffee. Ben never asked about her past. Claire never asked about his. But there was comfort in small things, like shared glances, or when he left a note: "This coffee is the best chapter of my day." Claire began to wait for the mornings. One night, a storm came. The wind howled. The lights went out across town. The next morning, the shop had no power. Claire lit candles. She still opened the door. At 9 a.m., Ben walked in. "No coffee today," she said sadly. "Then let's talk." He smiled. They sat by the window, rain on the roof, candlelight between them. Ben told her about his past, his writing, his lost brother, his quiet sadness. Claire listened. Then she spoke too, about Tom, about the letter, about the ache in her chest. Ben didn't speak. He only reached out and held her hand. After the storm, the power returned, but something inside Claire changed. She began putting flowers on each table. She played soft music in the background. She baked cookies again, something she had stopped doing. Ben noticed. "You're smiling more," he said one day. She looked down and said, "I think I forgot how." "You're remembering now," he said softly. They began to walk by the beach after work. Sometimes they didn't talk, and that was okay. One quiet evening, Claire found something in her drawer, an old letter from Tom. She hadn't read it since he left. Her hands shook. She opened it. It was full of excuses. No sorry, no goodbye. She folded it again. She walked to the fireplace in the back of the shop. She dropped the letter inside. The paper turned to ash. Ben watched from the kitchen. She turned to him and smiled. "I'm done," she whispered. He only nodded. Spring came. The sea became brighter. Flowers bloomed. The town came alive. One morning, Ben didn't come in. Claire waited. She worried. But that afternoon, he walked in with a small bouquet of wildflowers. "I was writing," he said. "I got lost in the words." He gave her the flowers. She smiled. "Thank you," she whispered. He leaned in. She didn't move away. They kissed, soft, quiet, true. Claire and Ben began a new rhythm. Coffee in the morning, writing in the afternoon, beach walks at night. They didn't rush. They didn't need to. Love was slow. Love was safe. Ben began to help at the shop. Claire began to write again. Short poems, little stories. One day, Ben printed something and showed her. The Little Coffee Shop, a story by Ben and Claire. She read it. She cried. He hugged her. You've just finished another English story on VocaBella. Come back for more reading and listening practice. We'll be here, with stories that speak to your heart.